One's a former NFL star turned esports coach.
But I was getting the stink eye from my wife. She's like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing."
And one's a dad who can't stop playing Rocket League.
These kids these days, they're like, we're used to jump and run.
Together, they welcome you to Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge.
Welcome to Ahman Green's Gamer Lounge. I'm your host, Ahman Green, along with my good friend and pal and co-host, John Audius. Man, John, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Ahman. I saw as we were starting, if you're watching live on Twitch, Ahman was doing the jump and run. He was doing the running motion.
Yeah.
And I just thought of the drill that NFL players or football players go with that ladder on the ground. And then they do the quick feet and the quick hands. You ever do that drill?
Yeah, too much. I could do that in my sleep. I could do that drill backwards, forwards, in and out on one hand, tied behind my back. Oh my God, I've been doing that probably since I was, 7, 8 years old. That's how long. That's how good I would be at that. Oh man, wrong switch. There we go. I'm like, whoa, no, we're not doing that. Stop it. Welcome to the podcast. So we are in the lounge where we talk about video game topics, quick hitting news, stuff from the industry that is hitting hard or is funny or is interesting about the video game world. And then we talk about what's on stream. Then we talk game releases. Then we have in the middle of all that, we have a fun conversation of this or that. And we find out things about yourself. I find out things about John or me, and he finds things about me. We find out things about the people in the chat from their answers of this or that. And so we live in two spaces. We're on the podcast world. So this is going to be recorded and then listen to people in the future and then all that fun stuff. But then we're live here on Twitch right now on Ahman Green TV and doing the show. So if you're first time in, welcome to the lounge. We're here to chill and talk. So say last week, actually for our guest, he's not here as of yet. We're supposed to have Alex Green, former Green Bay Packer, running back on the show, but hopefully he has a busy day. He's sounding like he's a personal trainer, so he's doing things. So if he makes it, I told him, no problem, man. You got to do what you got to do. Understood. So hopefully we get him in. If not, we'll set it up for another time. So we were talking, John, off record, off live, was like what we've been doing. And like I said, burning the candles at both ends. I have been doing an online IT class to obviously build my knowledge in this world, and because I live in it, we work in it, and then I coach it. And so it's like, all right. And so that's from 8 a.m. So I'm basically in class now, but I told my teacher, hey, I got to go. I got to do something. So in class, and I could go and come as I please because the class is recorded. So I could just log back into the website, watch whatever I missed to get caught up. So I'm doing that from 8. It starts at 8, and then we have a couple breaks. We have a break for lunch, and then we have a couple little breaks in the middle. And we're usually done between 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock. It's been like this for the last 2.5 weeks. And then also I coach, so I get off of here and I run down to Sheboygan, do the practices, do the games or whatever, and then I'm headed home 7, 8 o'clock. Last night I lost track of time because I was doing homework. I was like, I was do homework on campus. And so I did because we had just scrimmages going on, and I looked at the clock. It was when I got in the truck. I'm like, oh man, that was good. And I look at it was 9:30. I'm like, and it's a 45 minute drive. I'm like, oh man. I was like, and of course, it's not. I got to come home, hang out with the wife, and make sure everything's good because we've been spring cleaning like mad woman. So I got to help her out. But I'm like, I get home, it's 10:15. She's like giving me this thing. I like, this is ridiculous. Getting home all late. I'm like, So yeah, man, burning the candles at both ends. So that was during the week, and then over the weekend, I was able to go down. I was invited to go down to this big autograph signing they do throughout the year here in America, in the U.S. I don't know where the other locations are at. I know it might be one in Chicago, but Chantilly, Virginia. So it's like the Super Bowl for autographs, for memorabilia, and it's one of 3. And so I was able to. I ran into. Didn't get a chance to talk to him, but I saw Ezekiel Elliott, Tony Dorsett, Dallas Cowboy running back. And I saw, who else did I see? I saw Patrick Willis, for the 49ers old linebacker. Not old, but he just retired. Wanted to lead the game and all that stuff, so he left a little early. What's up, JFK? So yeah, met him, but just getting the numbers. Teddy Bruschi too. I ran into him. And what's cool about Teddy Bruschi, he was my host when I was getting recruited in high school, out of high school, and he was at Arizona. So I took a visit to Arizona, and I told him the story where I almost basically picked Arizona over Nebraska because like one of the reasons was because most of the players on that team was players that I knew from California when I was a kid playing flag football and playing Pop Warner football. So I was like, dude, what's up, man? How you doing? All like, oh. So it was, and then they were ranked. If you remember, they were called the Desert Swarm Defense. They had Teddy Bruschi. They had a strong safety that was All-American and a pretty good offense. And so they were ranked number 2 behind Nebraska in 1994, 95 before I got there. So they would recruit me for a running back and a linebacker. They knew I played both. So I told him the story that basically what happened, with my dad, he got sick. Or during the national title game, he had a minor heart attack. He survived though. And my mom said, meet us I was over a friend's house, meet us at the hospital. Your dad is going to be okay. He's just he's going to be in ICU, what have you. And so me and my sister, my brothers, we get there. We're watching the rest of the Nebraska game beat Miami for the national title, and first one in 30-something years, of course, like Wisconsin Packer fans, going crazy, Husker fans going crazy. So we get to the hospital, and then in that moment was just like, I need to be home. It just told me. I kind of looked around, me and my sister, my brothers watching the game, and then my mom in the room with my dad. And I was like, okay, this is where I should be. Because if something like this happens, I'm not an airplane or 2 planes away. I was like, I'm going to the University of Nebraska. It was like that. Then boom. So, because I really didn't know where it was going to go. I was like, man, where can I go? Got some good schools recruit me. So, yeah. So that was that little story there. It was, it was just interesting. And then I watched the Kansas and North Carolina games where they won to get to the national title.
It's a fun game.
Watch those games to get there, which is awesome.
Yeah.
North Carolina, the whole story behind Coach K, they're beating him. I'll say that's a tough one because that's your rival, and to be your last game against your rival, that's tough. So watch those, but I missed the national title game because of school and study. So I was like, dang it, I want to watch the game. I saw the ladies' highlights. Was it South Carolina?
Yep.
Won. What's her name? Don Staley. Was it Don Staley, the coach?
Mm-hmm.
She was an Olympic gold medalist for the USA team, part of the ladies' version of the Dream Team. So she's a coach, been there for a while, and boom, got a national title. That's big ups to Don Staley and everything, man. So what about your weekend, John? Your last week? What you been up to?
Well, number one, you mentioned the autographs, and this is something I've been thinking about doing. Do you remember that card I got, that 1-of-1 printing plate with Kevin Durant and Kobe Bryant on it? And it was a printing plate for a card, of an autograph card of Bryant and KD that Kevin Durant actually owns. That Panini, the company, just said, here, you take the card. Kobe had passed away. So Kevin Durant owns the actual card. Me and my buddy Damien have the printing plate. So speaking of autographs, the last week or so, I've been trying to figure out a way, or at least looking up, like, does Kevin Durant do autograph signings? How much would that cost? Because I'm like, screw it. What if I just got the printing plate autographed by Kevin and tried to sell it that way? I don't know. I sports stars probably look down upon like reselling autographs. So I don't know. You tell me.
Right.
Is he going to get PO'd if I do something like that?
Maybe. I mean, and like for NBA players, I know they kind of different from football players in terms of all that. They got a grip on it a lot harder than we do. So for them, I don't know. I mean, it'd be interesting to see their reaction.
So that's just a thought. But you mentioned you're taking your IT class.
Mm-hmm.
I took an IT class of my own last week by myself because if you've been watching this stream before, sometimes I freeze.
Yeah, and we talked about this. Yep.
Or sometimes I just go away completely, and you just see that that little whatever. Well, I said,
it looks like
okay, I need more RAM. And I looked up the specs of my computer, and I had room to expand my RAM. So I looked it up on YouTube. How do I do this with my model? And the guy's video showed it took like 30 seconds. You just pop it out, pop it in. I was like, boom, I can do that. Easy. Went to Best Buy, bought the upgraded RAM, popped it in, bloom, 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 turned on the computer, and it was as slow as a snail. It went from being a usable computer to just totally unusable. Would take like forever to load. And a couple of my buddies said, well, you got to run a memory diagnostics test. By the way, I'm not taking any IT classes. I'm on.
Right.
So
I would have said that.
I'm just Googling all this stuff. Like, how do I do this? And so I ran the memory diagnostics test. It took about 36 to 40 hours.
Oh
Yep.
my God.
And once I
Good
committed
gracious.
past an hour to two, I'm like, I'm not touching this thing. I'm not giving up. I'm in it for the long haul. And it went 24 hours. I checked. It was at like 40% done. I'm like, as long as it keeps moving up. And then it went to 60%. And then finally I woke up almost 40 hours later the next morning, and it had restarted and there were no issues found. So I don't know what happened, but now it works. So I feel like a genius.
Okay.
Now no freezing.
No freezing. Okay. Yeah, that is crazy. That's the education of that's being thrown into the fire.
Yes.
To fix your own computer like that, and you have to be the IT guy. The videos on YouTube actually, yeah, they do make things look easy because
it was easy. It's just that they didn't tell you that your computer might just totally be like, I don't want that.
Right.
Yeah.
I can relate. I have, I have a pool next door, and I was doing I like to do DIY too. I like to do it myself.
Okay.
And so I call my boy Marco down in Texas. I said, Marco, you got a pool, you've been doing the pool cleaning on your own. And how do you get the vacuum to work, the water, to soak up the leaves and dirt? He said, oh yeah, you got to plug this tube down there. And he showed me, he said, oh yeah, better yet, I got a video. Go to YouTube. I saved it. So boom, you could watch that video and then boom, get everything cleaned up, or you can vacuum off your pool. I'm like, cool. Just like you, got the video.
No,
I plug it in, boom, boom, boom. I'm watching the video. Video is like a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes.
Okay.
It takes me through the steps of getting your hose and putting it, in the suction part of the vacuum of the pool and outside and all that. So I go there, boom, boom. I get that all hooked up, and then I go back downstairs, and I'm like, it was the other part like I had to do with the one of the pipes. I had to take a top off the pipe. But obviously, once you shut the system down, shut the power down, make sure nothing's coming through to put the vacuum in, but then open this part up to get the rest of the dirt out. Man, if I tell you, it turned into just say Green Bay was in my basement, the water.
Oh no!
I had water gushing out of it. My wife was in there helping me, and she laughed. She thought I was messing around, but I was getting beat up. By the whole,
no.
It was like a fire hydrant. Have you seen the movies and fire hydrant? But that's how it was coming out of my the pool pipe from into my basement.
Oh no!
We got furniture, so I'm pushing furniture out. Man, I thought I was going to drown. I was like, how am I going to drown? I'm not even underwater.
See, and this is a lesson to you and to me that sometimes, although I got mine to work, and I'm sure you got your pool to work eventually. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I did. I finally got it down, got the top down, but boy, it was
sometimes it pays to just
everywhere.
go and have it done right the first time. Right?
Yeah, I'm still. Well, yeah, true. And you learn how to do it. You watch the repair guide. Yeah. And I did. And I thought I was doing it, or I got that video and I was all confident with the YouTube video. It was like, I got this.
Only a minute and a half. How long? I'll be done in 2 minutes.
I could save me a lot of money by doing it myself. Boom. And you almost drowned. Almost drowned in my basement, John. That would have been the craziest story. Ahman Green, former Packer, drowned in his basement because the pool.
Authorities say he was trying to clean his pool.
He was trying to clean his pool or something? What is wrong with these guys? Man. Oh, man. Here. So, all right. Let's get in. What do you want to get into, John? We could go this or that. We could go quick hitting news bites.
Let's go that quick hitting news bite. I got a great story I want to get to.
Yeah, we could go. Matter of fact, since you want to do yours first, go right ahead, buddy.
You remember Axie Infinity, the online crypto game that I actually purchased some crypto because I was back into, crypto. I still am into crypto, but it's like, it's just another thing to invest in. Well, anyway, a couple of different storylines surrounding Axie Infinity. I don't know if you heard, but recently they were hacked, or the platform that they use was hacked for anywhere from $600 to $750 million. I've seen reports of two different types of 1,400 Ether. I guess it goes up and down by the second of how much they really stole.
Right.
And that surprised me, Ahman, because I didn't know. I thought crypto and everything was supposed to be like super secure.
Right. That's how I've learned it. Interesting.
But apparently, whatever Axie Infinity uses, or the platform they use, for their crypto was hacked. And can you just imagine like the hackers and they do their thing, and the next thing you know, they almost have $1 billion.
Man,
What?
that's the part. That's the interesting, sort of scary part. It's like it's unknown stuff about NFTs and blockchain and all that fun, all this cryptocurrency, the virtual money, as we call it, is just so still new. And it's somewhere it can be accessible. And that's what I'm learning with IT. It doesn't take much for a hacker to learn certain things, about how he could hack into your home or internet or anything like that. So this is part of that as well. So,
and then you see that chart right there.
Yeah.
And this is the number of users Axie Infinity has had playing their game. So the concern from this article that you've pulled up here from Bloomberg is, see how it kind of peaks? I think that's November.
Yeah, that's
users.
Yep, November, 2.7 million right there.
And then the chart goes down. I think they're only to about. By the way, this is why I also thought this story is funny, because Bloomberg's like they're losing users, which is true. They're down to like what, 1.5 million users.
Yeah, yep. As of like 10 days ago.
Yeah,
almost 10 days ago.
So the concern is,
or 3 days ago, 1.5 still. Yep.
The concern with this is they're losing users and they got hacked. And so that chart is really going to be interesting to see what happens the rest of the way. But I don't know. I got this because we had been talking about Axie Infinity, and I just thought crypto was unhackable or something close to that. But apparently it's not.
No, it's something that, like I said, is still new. And so it's not invulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
It's not immortal where people can not touch it. It's on the net. It lives in the internet area, or wide world web. So trust me, you put it out there enough, somebody's gonna figure out how to matrix that thing. Figure it out. So that's great information there. And I'm hitting up the same area here. We're going into NFT action.
All right.
And so a company officially formally won of the NFT game shuts down, and in the game, John, they have the where if you're playing the game,
mm-hmm.
you build points in game currency, and that currency is actually the whatever the Bitcoin or whatever buying the NFT. And so all that money you could earn in the game, that's real. Actually, you use it outside the game, and now the game is basically shutting down. It shut down back in March. So it said here the games are one of the first licensed NFT titles out there. And so years before that, the league and sports games got into the scam and announced on March 15th, giving the users just one day before the game shut down. So if you ever seen Formula One Delta time before, and so the person here scrolls says, "Wow, I didn't miss any exciting Formula One game racing," and basically they're saying no, you didn't, because of it was I guess an okay game, but something where people were gonna find out and have build that it was an Ethereum account for Bitcoin out there.
So what I think is really interesting about this story too, Ahman, it says there in the Kotaku article that they had lost the license for Formula F1 racing, right? So they were ahead of the curve with this NFT stuff. And in fact, some of the cars that you could buy, users paid up to $100,000 for a virtual car or whatever using, these tokens or crypto.
Mm-hmm.
And they lost the F1 license. So once they lost the F1 license, it kind of went downhill from there. And it's kind of a warning they write in there to game makers with official licenses that, these things can die. We always talk about the successes, but even with Axie Infinity and Formula F1 here, like these things, it's not always, roses and butterflies or whatever.
And you can see here, this is, I think in the span right before it closed or shut down, it was up at a high point of, I don't know if that's million or downloads or purchases or whatever, how they build out the Bitcoin. And then here, peak here in December, and then now just fizzling all out for the rest of April here. But the sucky part is obviously people that invested their time and money, they got games, an area where they can't get to it now, maybe can't use it. So it's just, hopefully the company at least corrects the mistakes, even though sometimes you say it as a worker customer is always right when you think they're wrong, or vice versa. customers right here, help them out and get the and maybe and then put out a information that if eventually you're gonna come back and get go down this road and do it the right way, make sure it doesn't shut down like they did this time, basically. So
when am I going to get my NFT haul? By the way, I'm just waiting. You know what I was thinking, real quick, with NFTs.
Yeah.
I wonder how, like, if I just kept all my NFTs in my app, and I just said I'll be back in 5 to 10 years, app. I really feel like not all of them, because obviously we just watched a couple of stories where things can be very volatile, but
right.
I really feel like one of them is going to be a home run, right?
Yeah.
Ethereum or Bitcoin, it's gonna be a home run. It's just how much do you have invested in it, and how much percentage change did that make in 5 to 10 years?
Right.
Because we didn't get into it in 2011 or whenever Bitcoin first started, when you could have bought like $1 a Bitcoin. Oh,
right. I think the first time I heard it was like, for me, I didn't hear about it until like 2018, 2017. That's when I heard about it. Somebody sent me a message through Instagram and said, would you like to buy some Bitcoin and I'll help you manage it? And I'm like, bro, you sending me a message on Instagram to ask me,
give me your money here.
Give me your money question and vital information question? No, bro. Like through Instagram, I'm like, come on, can't do it.
Random message. Hey, give me a bunch of money, Ahman, and I'll manage it. Here's my Instagram address.
delete. It's like, what the frick?
Just imagine though, if you had bought like 10 Bitcoin or something.
Man,
what was the price of Bitcoin in 2018?
I'm gonna look it up. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up. It wasn't gonna happen with me, for sure. No, I'm gonna
look up how much money you could have had him on. Oh, Ahman. So the price of one Bitcoin in February of 2018 was $6,200. The price of Bitcoin right now,
inflation,
is $37,000.
So 6,030. And okay, what's that? How long? How many years? 10 years? What's that?
That is 4 years. 2018 to 2020.
4 years.
So in 4 years, your $6,000 one Bitcoin investment would be worth $37,000.
Oh, okay.
If I would have known that guy's message,
nah.
I'm just kidding. You probably would have taken all your Bitcoin and been like, "See you later, buddy."
Man, exactly. Like, no, I don't know you. Don't know you. Don't know you. All right, we're heading down that road, man. We're gonna hit that this or that now. You ready for that?
Ready.
This or that.
All right. Straight from the mind of Ahman Green. It is time for this or that. Ahman, first this or that is: would you rather go in public naked once a week or never go in public again? Am I getting arrested?
That's a good answer, or a good question. Man, no.
Because I'd like to be in public. There's fun things to do in public.
True. But we pretty much lived indoors for kind of a year last year. So we're kind of used to that now.
Yeah. I'll go out naked once a week if that means I get to go get groceries and go to the movies and go out to eat and things like that.
But are you going to be able to go in? Remember, they tell you got to shoot shirts and shoes and shirts and shorts on.
Yeah.
You won't be going to no store. Just to get gas, you got to make sure you're fully, even though you got shoes on and boots.
I'm with two guys. I think two guys on our Twitch chat summarizes this perfectly. As long as the cuffs don't get thrown on, naked it is.
Love it. Oh, man. God, I'm stuck on this. Because already, like, if I'm thinking, like, real life, like, if I wipe my wife, she's like, no, you ain't having it. I am not having that. Don't you ever do. Because I remember I was playing rugby one year when I retired, and a tradition in rugby for your first game, you had to streak across the field after your first game. And of course,
did you do it?
No, heck no. When my wife found out, Marie found out before me, and she came to me on the sideline. She said, you got to run down the field naked now because you won or you played your first game. I'm like, what? She's like, you better not. But I was in my head. I was like, I ain't doing that. Like, what you thinking? I'm crazy.
Get out of here.
Yeah, so I'll have to go. If I go off of that, never go in public. But if I'm out in the virtual world, all right, then maybe. But I'm gonna never go again in public because kind of got trained to that a little bit.
True.
Yeah. There you go. Maybe. Next one on the list.
Would you rather say LOL after every sentence or cry? I don't know where you come up with these. Or cry every time you smile.
Oop, I gotta edit. Every time you smile.
Say LOL after every sentence or cry every time you smile. I would probably like to say LOL because if you started crying every time you smiled, like imagine someone told you something funny, you'd be like, "Oh, that's awesome." You just start crying. They'd be like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
But if you said LOL, they wouldn't comment on it. They'd just be like, Ahman says LOL a lot. It's kind of strange. So I'll say LOL after every sentence.
Yeah, I'm down. Like Sergeant Maul Reynolds as well. LOL. Yes, I could do that. LOL after every sentence. That is awesome.
And then they included an LOL after the sentence. Very well done.
There you go. And the other case is LOL. I'll be the Joker in that case. Laughing at your own jokes. A little devilish laugh. And everything. All right.
I don't think anybody wants to cry after they smile.
Nah, that's no fun. No fun. Next one on the list here.
All right, next, this or that on Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge. Only bathe or shower for the rest of your life. Oh, okay. Shower. I mean, if
he didn't hesitate. Wow.
Shower. If it came down right to it.
Right. Okay.
I don't need to bathe. Bathing's fun. Like taking a bath. I do that every once in a while. I got some of that aromatherapy salt that you put in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go shower too. Bathing now is like more of an occasional thing. You know, if I'm sore from working a workout, but it's not. And then obviously you're in your own dirt for whatever amount of time you're in there. So boom.
I actually take a shower and then I bathe.
Really? Well, because you're clean and then you go,
Yeah.
Well, why? Okay.
Well, if I'm going to take a bath, I'll shower first and then I'll start the bathtub because, like you just said, I don't want to actually bathe in the bathtub because it's easier to wash your hair and everything in the shower.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I don't know.
JFK says shower for himself. So man, how you doing? And the next one on the list here. Oh,
hold on. Go to two guys real quick.
Hold on. Two guys
after shower.
Yeah.
No sitting in dirty water, and the one above that one. I like this comment. Shower all day. Need that shower with it coming at you from all angles. I once took a shower at a hotel with it was all over the place, above you on the sides. And you turn it on. It's like it's all over it was the greatest shower of all time, Ahman. I'm not kidding. And I said, I called my buddy who's in home remodeling or whatever, and I said, how much would it cost to get this shower in my house? And he told me it'd be like tens of thousands of dollars or something like that. And I was like, never mind. But it was amazing.
He said, never mind. It's probably from Kohler. Kohler's right up this here in Wisconsin. The faucet company there. We got
so good.
In the gym. He says the dream. That is the dream.
That shower. If I could have that shower.
And a guy. Yeah.
When this podcast takes off, that's the first thing I'm buying.
Is an expensive shower head.
Expensive shower.
Shower heads is 20 grand worth. That was awesome.
Not going in the bank, not going to the car that I need still. I'm buying a shower.
There it is. Boom.
Use it every day.
There it is. Boom.
All right,
next one here.
Interesting. Walk with your hands or type with your toes? I think walk with my hands because, I'd say walk with my hands because I was going to say, because people would be like, oh, look at him. He can walk on his hands. That's pretty neat. But then if you did that, people would be like, that's crazy. You can type with your toes. So
I like
the same thing.
Your analysis, your breakdown there. I like that one.
I'll walk with my hands, though. I'll walk with my hands.
I'm going to walk on my hands, too. I think you like from a strength, you learn two things. Because obviously in this world, potentially you can still walk on your feet. And now I can walk on my hands. Boom. There you go.
Yeah.
Being silly there. So we're about to chat. We got somebody in the chat saying.
Imagine if you could actually type with your toes like really fast.
With your toes because I type less than I walk. Sergeant Mel Reynolds there saying that. Interesting. All right, then we got JF Cake Type with your toes so I can have my hands free to play video game. True. That's a weird picture right there. You got your feet. What's typing? You got your hands holding the control, and then you get feet below.
Well, you'd have to like, what would you be typing? You can't think about two things at once, can you? You
Nah,
can't like
be a
write an
messed up
email
paper.
and
It'll
play
be
a
a
video game.
that'll be a messed up document right there.
It would.
Typing with toes mainly to multitask gaming while working. Now, if you could do that, if you're like mutant, we all like mutants now. I'm just kidding.
But if you could type with your toes, Ahman, you could save. You can like multitask, like they're saying. You could save time. You could like eat supper while doing your work. You know. I don't know.
Hey, thinking outside the box. I like the way you think, John.
I'm saying, save some time.
I feel you. Hey, it said might have some follow-ups to some corrections, but worth it for gaming. Yes, indeed. JFK. Yes, indeed. All right. Next one. This is an easy one. This is easy. This cake.
Okay. Next one.
We still got to say it, John.
Fight with a lightsaber or fight with a sword. If you're answering sword, why?
I don't know. People either they haven't seen Star Wars or they don't. If they did, they don't care about lightsaber. But some, this lightsaber all day.
Unless it's like some super ancient, legendary sword.
Boom, like some. Because I know a lot of all the anime movies and cartoons, they have weapons and mostly samurai swords. So some like if it's something like the first samurai on the planet made it, and then his spirit is in it, like in Ghost of Tsushima, I'll be like, that's I gotta have that. But the lightsaber, oof, that's from a galaxy far, far away, and they got that stamp of approval, Jedi on it. So oof.
I think somebody lightsaber, one of the comments on Twitch, but if you mess up, it's way more dangerous, right? Like you have to be aware, like you're not just holding this handle. Like, you're not all of a sudden it's, pointed away.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get a clean cut. Let's just put it like that. You're gonna be short some digits on if you're doing all this and you hit this, I just lopped off my elbow off. Whoop, whoop. It'd be like this. Oh, what's up?
Crap.
What happened to my arm? You got my arm. What the heck? Oh, okay. That was fun.
Was that it?
No. We got a couple more.
Okay, couple more.
This or that. Next one here. It's a long one.
Eat nothing but mushrooms for the rest of your life, or nothing but bananas.
Well,
bananas
right away. I said, well, you'd be healthy. One, eating fruits and vegetables here. Or a fungi. This is an edible fungi, mushrooms.
Although, if you're eating mushrooms, you have a large variety of mushrooms you could choose from.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But a lot of people, I know my wife, she's allergic to them. But you might be allergic to that. But yeah, if you're not, boom, there it is.
And I know you can make bananas in different ways. Like, don't people fry like plantains, which are kind of like bananas?
So that's the Bananas Foster. It's a restaurant. Okay. I don't know if it's Ruth Chris, but restaurants have it. It's called a Bananas Foster, and they came in with it comes in like a fajita. It comes hot on the thing, and they're cooking it right in front of you, and the flames are all popping up. Fire!
But with the mushrooms, like I feel like you're getting more protein in a mushroom, obviously, than a banana. And you can make them in a variety of ways. You can fry them up and put them in this and eat them raw or whatever. And you'd have some very fun mushrooms that you could consume every once in a while. Maybe not fun. I don't know. I've never tried, but
I like this in the around the bush talk there. There you go.
Right. Well, it's two guys just because they're different types, right? I don't know. Shrooms might be a pretty fun time. Never heard of special bananas. Says two guys. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. So I'm gonna go. I didn't even pick. I think I said mushrooms. I could do bananas. You'll be. Bananas healthy, clean. Ugh, you'll be regular. That's a tough one because I like both. But I think I'm more experienced with good tasting mushrooms, so I'm gonna go mushrooms for life. Mushrooms for life. All right. Another food one. Okay, John, coming up.
Okay.
For everyone, another food one. We have a comment here. Let's see here. Fried plantains for JFK. Yes, indeed. Those are delicious. Yeah. Very delicious. JFK. Or for this last or that, it's another food area, and we're talking about us being the food.
So this is for like you as a person.
You
be made
as
of
a
peanut butter or be made of jelly.
Kind
Either
of
way,
like,
you're going to be squishy.
Yeah, very squishy. More solid. Actually, your butter we're more solid than jelly because we jiggle, and peanut butter doesn't jiggle.
It could. Chunky peanut butter.
Or it could be chunky peanut butter. There it is.
It's less jiggling.
Oh man.
I just can think of two people getting together with peanut butter and jelly.
As we talking about it now. Oh man, this is a good one right here. Man.
I'll be peanut butter.
Oof.
I'll be peanut butter. I think chunky peanut butter.
Chunky peanut. I'm gonna be smooth peanut butter. Smooth.
How about you?
I'm gonna go smooth peanut butter. Smooth peanut butter. Oh man. This is a comment. Every way I eat myself within a week. He said either way I eat myself within a week. Yeah. Potentially. That's kind of like horrific movie type stuff. But yeah, you're right. Sergeant Reynolds there. we got JFK says peanut butter, man. Jelly too weird for me. So he's peanut butter all day.
Okay.
Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly.
Peanut butter jelly.
That was what.
Man, the old internet was the best. Peanut butter jelly time.
Yep, it's peanut butter jelly time.
Where you at? Where you at?
Where you at? Where you at? Wait,
and then remember the hamster song? Do 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 do.
Oh my god, yes.
Man.
There we go, right there. All right, let's get over to some game releases now.
Okay.
Release the games. It's time for the game releases. Game releases.
Game releases here. We got some cool games. Very nostalgic game for me, John. All right.
Okay.
The game here I found online is coming out this week. It's Slipstream. And it just totally reminds me of Pole Position. And hold on. Play. There we go.
Okay, let's watch this.
There we go.
You're watching on Twitch. We watched
that old school racing cars. That's like Pole Position / RC Pro-Am. It just took me back. And I'm like, oh, this is that game.
This game looks awesome.
I was like, ooh, that looks like that took me back to I'm like 8 years old again. Playing on the Nintendo, going ham. Spy Hunter type feel.
Oh, Spy Hunter was the best.
Spy Hunter in this game. So Slipstream is out, like you see there. It's on Switch, and it's only $10. I was like, oh man, this is too awesome.
The gameplay on this better be right. You know,
right.
If you're gonna have this type of graphics of this old school, it better be the right feel.
I was like, this is so nice. Just see it. I'm like, I'm in it. I got it. I'm gonna go get this. Ooh, just look at it. The rap is well updated and everything. You know,
dude. I feel like I want to go walk to the Switch right now and go buy it for $9.99.
I was like 8 years old. I'm on again. Like, oh, I'm getting
that looks super fun.
I'll get that game. Oh man, I was like, this is so cool. This is fire.
We should buy it and stream it. We should play.
Oh yeah, we gotta do that.
That would be fun.
Making things happen, John. That's what we're doing here. And then now we got the fun game for yourself here.
Yeah. Look at this. My game.
A young dreamer becomes a Jedi Knight.
Of the week is Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga.
Jedi is twisted by the dark side.
All major platforms.
The Force Awakens.
The price tag though I'm on $69.
Relive the epic story.
Hey, it's Star Wars. You know,
video game
they got all them stories to tell. It is well worth it. I've played Lego games before. Indiana Jones, Star Wars, all the
fighting off the First Order in episode.
So is this pretty fun then for $70?
Yeah. See, look, they got all different. It's fun. And it's a family game.
Or start where it all began.
Your daughter
as Leia sends
play,
R2-D2 and C-3PO
go couch co-op with it. Play for a little bit back and forth.
Yeah, it looks like this is another game you could get really into, and it's got those great Lego graphics, which I think look amazing. And what I also like about this, as you can see, they were going through a lot of the movies. You can explore the trilogies in any order.
Yep.
So you can relive the epic story of all 9 films in the Skywalker saga. There's all the heroes, iconic heroes and villains in that as well. Over 100 vehicles from across the galaxy that you can command as well. And you can have battles like never before in this game by Lego, stringing different attacks together to form combo chains and fend off oncoming abilities. And I just think it does look like a lot of fun. My one drawback to this, like I said, the price. I feel like my mom back in the day when I was a kid and I wanted to get Super Mario Brothers 2 or 3, and it's like $50, and she's like, "It's $50. This is 1990 something or whatever." $70, like that's a big chunk of change, but it does look fun.
Hey, it's a family game. I think that'll help. Everybody could play this game and have fun.
And that's what I think is cool. Like even your game release, and mine, they're like family. You sit down with your kids, Slipstream or Lego Star Wars. So
against the saga's most sinister villains, fight like a Jedi Knight, or someone still
Grievous.
mastering the ways.
There's Finn right there. It was gonna go on forever. That's why let me cut it short right here. But yeah, that was the funnest, like doing the Star Wars Lego, and they do this little silly thing, like when you're beating somebody, when you kill people, they bounce into Legos and you collect them as in-game points. That's awesome. All of that fun. So back to what you said about hamster dance. Hamster dance. Sergeant Reynolds here says, "I'm hyped up for it. Hyped up for it."
I wonder if the hamster dance is still around.
I wouldn't know. I don't know. That'd be good. Find that out.
Wasn't it a website? Hamster.dance?
Oh man!
Here, hold up. Come on, check your private chat. We're gonna give the people what they want. Let me grab this. Come on. How do you copy something? Here we go. Control C.
We're about to get some.
Open that. Here. Open that. Let's watch the hamster dance.
Oh, there we go.
Bring back some nostalgia.
All right. Tab. I'm gonna have to move some things.
Created in 1998.
All right, I gotta.
By a Canadian art student as a GeoCities page. The dance features rows of animated GIFs of hamsters and other rodents dancing. It was released June 4th, 2000. Created in 98, according to Wikipedia. It's the hamster dance.
Can
you click on that and share that tab?
I'm looking for it right now. Oh, here we go.
Okay. This is going to be insane.
All right. How do I? Hold on. I'm editing during the show, y'all.
I threw it on you. It's my fault.
No, okay. Give me 2 seconds here.
2 seconds. He's going to get this hamster dance. That and the peanut butter jelly time we were discussing earlier in the podcast.
All right, we're almost there. Almost there.
Okay. Hamster dance.
I
wish
Steven Spielberg directing skills here. There we go.
There it is. Where's the sound? Does it have sound?
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Sounds down here. No.
What?
No, we don't hear it.
What is that?
There's
no sound on it.
Darn it. I turned the volume up too. Volume's all the way up.
What is this crap?
Oh, there we go.
There it is. People don't realize this is what you did on the internet in 2000.
That's fire.
That's what you did on the internet in 2000. You look that up and go, "Oh, that's amazing. Cool. Let's go do real life stuff."
Oh man, that's fire.
Yeah.
I could have sit and listened to that all day.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Memories.
Oh my goodness. Want to do Oh no, that took too long. I was gonna say let's do peanut butter jelly. Well, what's a peanut butter jelly after everything else here?
Okay, do you have it? I can find it.
We can find it, and we'll talk about everything else. So we got what's on stream coming up next, everyone.
Row, row, row your boat gently up the. Sorry, excuse me. It's time for what's on stream.
All right, for what's on stream this week, we got fun movies, family movies, just like family games. Well, I think mine's more of a family movie than yours, but it's a family can sit and watch your show, John, as well. But I have found, if you're on Disney Plus, you gotta look it up. It is cheaper by the dozen. Just setting up some stuff here.
Yeah.
Decide to move some things around. I need to help myself with here, John. And whoa, what is that doing? All right, here. All right, we're back there. We're not there.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I'm getting this set up. It's giving me skills. I'm gonna need. All right, we're almost there. All right.
Oh no, it's a code red. Code red.
All right, here.
I'm Zoe. DJ, let's go.
So we got Gabrielle Reunion
This is Paul.
Morning, Dave.
Morning, Paul.
and my man from
Scrubs.
Scrubs.
Rise and shine.
I think it's Barry something. And
What's his name?
they have done a remake of
Touch me. Lose a
the
finger.
movie. Was it 2000? I think it was 2002. Cheaper by the Dozen with Steve Martin.
Take off one.
And then Cheaper by the Dozen Bar 2. So kind of reset the model. So big families come together, kind of build out a Brady Bunch on both sides, and it's just them moving into a new neighborhood, experience things as a family, as a group, even though they are as doesn't look like a family as what you see walking up on them. So it's his name is Zach Braff from Scrubs, and then Gabrielle Union. We have Luke Perrell, Janine Brown, and Brittany Daniels. Brittany Daniels from what was that show?
Go to your room.
I can't remember it. Yeah, this is on Disney Plus. Watched it a couple weeks ago. It was like, this is fun.
Not even doing it.
It's a fun show.
Slap the back of the hand
That was one of my
and throw.
classic family
Embarrassing
films
family. Go to your room.
back in the day as well. So I'm like happy to see this reboot, super boot.
Invited to Jackson 9. Y'all looking for Disneyland? You made a wrong turn.
I couldn't find the closed caption.
Family has
Got words on the screen.
Oh my god, I know. I got us.
Yeah, that didn't end well.
Ahman, the family watched this movie, I think last week as well, during spring break. And it was a lot of fun.
What do you guys play?
Like, it's the perfect family movie. Like, you're entertained. It's normal, like 90 minutes or something like that. It was a lot of fun. I recommend Cheaper by the Dozen.
Yeah, it's funny. So definitely worthwhile.
So you guys weren't having a Fast and Furious style race for money?
Whoa. I just realized we're not smarter than you.
There you go on Disney Plus. So they're killing the game right now, keeping us entertained with stuff you can't pass up. You can't pass on that show, a movie like that.
And it is Zach Braff, as one of the people on Twitch have pointed out.
Yep.
That's the name we couldn't think of.
Yeah. I was like, I thought it was Zach, or I don't know where Barry came from. I don't know. I said Barry, Zach Braff. Maybe the Braff part, the last name.
Yeah.
Right. Here you go, John. Here's yours right here.
All right. So I'm watching on Netflix Is a Cake.
You are all here because you are.
And what they do is they have these bakers. It's like 8 episodes. We've watched all of them as a family. My 9-year-old daughter loves this show, just loves it. And they try to make cakes and fool the judges. They'll have like 5 or 6 cakes out there, and the judges have to figure out which one is cake, and they got to choose it. Now, impressions from this, it's a lot of, once again, family fun. It'll go quickly. You'll be entertaining yourself for numerous nights as a family. And the thing that kind of bothered me, there's 2 things that bother me. Sometimes the cakes are really obvious.
Right.
And you're like, well, that's obviously a cake. Does anybody else see that? So that's an issue. But then there are other times when they have it, and you're like, I think it's number 2. I'm not sure. So it kind of fluctuates as far as.
Oh, I see.
Some of them are like, oh, that's obviously a cake. What are you doing?
Right, yeah. Dang, that's cold-blooded right there.
But it's a lot of fun. And on the first episode, there's a little bit of a spoiler here.
Right.
This guy with the glasses, I don't know if they'll show him again. His name's Johnny. I think he cheated right there, that guy.
Oh, okay.
The younger guy with glasses.
Oh, the younger guy. Okay. I
So
saw the older
here's
guy.
what he did, Ahman. You tell me if this is cheating or not. So he made his cake and then he put his fake tomatoes that didn't look good at all. I put this on my Instagram at John Kessler Podcast.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he put it on a real taco to fool the judges. And the judges picked the taco that he put the fake tomatoes on. And these tomatoes look like little gummies. They did not look like tomatoes whatsoever. And so they chose that one. He wins because they didn't choose his cake. And I was like, you are totally cheating, my man.
Oh, yeah. He found a loophole.
I mean, imagine you have like 6 items and then you just throw a bunch of fake food stuff on them. Like, pick the cake. Well, no, they all look fake now. That's not fair.
Oh, man,
that just takes attention away from your cake because you're afraid that it doesn't look good enough.
Right.
I don't know.
Hey, it was the cake in the head in the game, bro. They were being dirty right there.
So there's the spoiler.
That was you were passionate about it too. It's like, oh,
he cheated. He
right. No, I got you. Yeah.
And the show's just like, congratulations, you won. No cheating here, even though they show the cheating. Like, what are you talking about? How is that not? Throw the flag on him.
Yeah, flag. Come on, bro. We have people in the chat and what they're watching. I'm watching Surveillance. Ooh, that's on Apple Plus, John.
Ooh, what's Severance about?
What did I say? I said watching
Surveillance.
Severance.
What is Severance?
So it's like a creepy. It almost looked like a Jordan Peele like movie.
Oh,
it has that feel, and it's like real creepy. So it is like Get Out, where they are doing stuff to the brain. They're like cutting the brain, like doing stuff to the brain.
I was gonna watch that.
Experience, it makes you experience work at work, and then when you're at home, you like forget a home life when you're at work, and when you're at home life, you forget about work. So
have you watched it?
I've seen preview. We're gonna watch it. We're watching some other series, trying to knock them out before we get going, and but we will soon.
I gotta watch that.
It looks good. We got Big B playing and watching that Moonlight. Moonlight is fire too. It is on point. You need to check it out, John, if you haven't.
Okay.
It's a good show, or anybody else listening in.
Two Guys is rewatching ATL.
Oh yeah, and because the new season's about to start up.
I haven't seen one episode because I can't find it on demand. I started looking a few years back. I didn't find it. I gave up, and I haven't watched it since.
It's on Hulu. That's their like partnership deal. Where it's usually at is Hulu. And so they did season 1 and 2, and then season 3 is about to drop. So it's like, fire.
That's with Childish Gambino.
Donald Glover.
Yeah.
And the one actor, like back then, I can't think of the bigger guy. That's the rapper, but he started there, and then he did Eternals. He's in this new movie with Brad Pitt. He was in the Godzilla movie. I can't think of his name, but he's the bigger guy. I think he's the rapper that Donald Glover is the manager of. And that kind of where he got started. Remember, Jazzy Beach, she was in Deadpool 1, or she was in Deadpool 2. She was Domino.
Okay.
I
haven't seen Deadpool 2 yet.
I was like, I got him. I can see that face.
Sure. Yeah.
Anyway, she's in it too, but she's like, you see her face now. You're like, oh, that's who I was talking about.
Okay.
So yes, you know her when you see her.
Man,
and they kind of
I got a list of shows now I got to watch.
You got a whole bunch of shows. We got some stuff in the chat here. This is another good show. Snowfall is part of FX. Pretty good. Snowfall is fire too, and I like it because it's in my neighborhood where I grew up. I mean, even though it's about a drug dealer, but still, we had drug dealers in the neighborhood in Los Angeles, in Crenshaw area. It is what it is. So it was like, I'm like, oh, dope. That's where I grew up.
Nice.
Even though that's drug dealing, that's fine. That neighborhood is awesome. Man. Yeah, it's on there. That's a good show in itself. So check it out. John Singleton, he started the first season, then he passed away. He was the writer, director of it when he first came out, I think like 2017. And so, yeah, we got stuff from the chat here. What is Big B? What's this before we jump off? Tomato Gate
from Is It Cake? The guy with the fake tomatoes.
Oh, you call it Tomato Gate. Gotcha. Just pulling back in the chat. He's like, what was that?
Tomato Gate.
What was that in here? Oh, shoot. I forgot something. I got to do it next week then. I had a fan of the show send me in Discord this or that. I didn't get to use it this week, or we could use it right now.
Let's do it next week.
Let's do it next week. Yeah, so I almost forgot. It just popped in my head. I'm like, darn it. So we have a user. Our first user send us a this or that question. So if you know what? If If you have this or that questions, send them in.
Send them.
Join my Discord, and let's go. Let me put the Discord in the chat.
Hey, don't forget to play the peanut butter jelly as we go out.
Oh,
in the private chat.
Oh, hold up. You got me doing two things now. Okay, Discord. I was doing that.
We are testing you today.
You're testing me today, John. I don't know if I did that right. And now yes, I saw it in the private chat. You gave it to me. Hold on.
The private chat.
Copy of it. All right. I copied this, trying to get out of this screen.
I'm having Ahman just click all over the place.
Hey, man, I'm going to be IT. I better know how to do this stuff fast.
You better know how to click.
Exactly. Hold up. Here we go. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. And we're about there.
Stupid banana.
Peanut butter jelly.
With a baseball bat.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? There you go. There you go. There you go.
This is from about 2002. It made its debut in mainstream media in 2002. So a little bit before 2002, it was released on the internet. Both in the same time frame. Peanut butter jelly.
And they did it on Family Guy with the dog. I think it was with the dog. How long is this song? Oh, it's almost over. Wait. Baseball bat.
It makes no sense.
It is a workout. You get your blood rate up a little bit.
It's got a nice, minute. Yeah, it's fast paced, so you could work out to this.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, man. Woo.
There it is. What a classic.
That was classic. What a classic by two dogs and a guy. Big B with a big butt. Peanut butter jelly. So, John, you know what?
Look at that. My computer's finally freezing.
Uh-oh.
That new RAM didn't do anything.
Oh, man.
How dare you?
He said, how dare you? You know what, John? You know what's going on? It's the end of the show. We about to go. We are done. Uh-oh. Now we don't have audio on John. Oh, my God. Come on, computer. Hang in there, computer. Don't shut down, Hello? Computer. There you go. We're like, man, we about to lose him. But I was saying to you before the volume and everything cut off. It's the end of the show, buddy.
All right, good.
Complete from A to
Windows.
Z.
Big B says upgrade to Windows 11. Man, this thing would probably not even be able to function on Windows 11.
Yeah, you got to get a whole new RAM and CPU.
Yeah, I need a whole new thing. I'm just happy it only goes once.
Yep. So, everyone, thank you for coming in, and see y'all next week. See you next week. See you next week. I'm doing the graphics again. There we go. Oops.